Hello. For this video, I'm going to make some monochromatic backgrounds. And all monochromatic means is just all the same color scheme. So oranges, blues, and then I have whites in here. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with the orange. And I have some, these are pretty much 1/2 inch or a little bit less. And these are, I think 1 inch or just under 1 inch. So I figured I'd go ahead and play with those, and I pulled out just orange paper to play with. And I think for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and cover it. Alrighty. So let's see. Let's do this one. Strips up and down like this. Why not? Will that fit? Some of these won't. All right, let's do it this way then. Alrighty, so we'll do it that way. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there, turn it over, and I'm going to leave a little bit of space in between them so that I can see the orange behind too, because that will bring it all in together. And you don't have to do that. You can use a white paper if you want to, or a different colored paper if you want to. All right. I'm just going to leave a little bit of space there. That's pretty. Let's get some of this color in there. The variety in colors are so pretty. Ooh, there you go. There's another one. Because there's so many different shades. And you could do this all with the same color paper too. I mean, all the same shade rather, I'm trying to say. But I thought this time I'm going to do a variety. And this is a fun way to, if you're running short on cardstock, to go ahead and pull out your strips and get a piece of even junk mail. A lot of junk mail is blank on one side, and some of it does have printing on it. You can even use a book page. Book pages look awesome for this. And you just pull it out and just use a base color and then add your colored strips on. That's so pretty. All right, how about this one? Do this dark one. And you don't have to leave a space between like I'm doing. You can leave you can butt them right up against each other, or you can do it this way. But whichever way you choose, that gives it a totally different look. And you don't have to do left and right. You can do vertical. You can do from corner to corner. that should be long enough. Alrighty. So then all you need to do is just trim this edge off, which I'm going to use my handy dandy paper trimmer and trim those babies right off. And there you go. So that one's finished. And for this, you can either use it as is, or you can run it through a folder. You could even crimp it if you have a crimper. Alrighty, so these are all the skinny ones. So we've played with these. So let me set these back, and I'll pull up these wider ones. We'll see what we can do with those. And we'll leave this over here so you can see that. Okay, so the wider ones, let's see. Excuse me. I have one wider one, and these are all the same colors. So I'm going to use all of these. I'm going to set this. Oh, I had two of those. Okay, I'm going to set those ones aside. I think that'll be neat. And you know what I think I'm going to do with this one is, let's do this. Let's do a, will they fit going across? I just want to do this simple for you for this first video, and then we'll get more involved later on. So let's go ahead and do this diagonal. And these are wider strips, of course, so it's going to look different. I think I'll do from that corner to this corner. So this is going to need a lot of glue on here. And it's going to hang off the edge, but that's okay. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my silicone mat over here, and that will catch all the excess glue. Alrighty, so I want to do this corner to this corner. Okay. There. And that's 1 inch wide, so that's kind of cool. Alright, so let's do this one. And again, it's okay that it's overhanging because we're going to just trim all that off. But you do want to try to get, if you're going to be cutting these apart and using them for different things, then you definitely want to get plenty of glue on there. If it's just for a simple background, then that's easy. You can not worry about and not put as much glue. But the more the glue, the better for this type of thing. Alrighty, I've got a couple shorter ones, so that's good. That's pretty. And one more down there. And for doing this, you can actually use different widths also. So I could go ahead and mix in more of the different shades. But for now, I just wanted to get some of these in all the same size, just so you can see. Alrighty, very nice. Now let's do the bottom portions. Yep, or portion, I should say. Nice. This is pretty. I wanted to see that orange behind. Yep, and I certainly can see it. That's nice. All right, there. this up. And the silicone mat, that'll just dry and then it'll just wipe right off, which is nice. All right, so this is going to be sticky, so I don't want to use my cutting pad. So we've got some going horizontal going across. We've got some going corner to corner here. Vertical, isn't that? No, horizontal, whatever. Corner to corner. So there, we've got two different backgrounds, and look at how different they look just by the way that I'm laying the papers down. Isn't that neat? All right, so now let's play with some blue ones. So I've got blue here, and I think I'm going to go I'm going to do the same idea. Or actually, maybe I'll just do this. Because with this, it doesn't have to go in any one direction. You can mix it up and do whatever direction you want to do it in. So the first one I do like to butt up against the edge. That's pretty. Alrighty. Then the next one, I think I'm going to do it this way. But then I think I'm going to leave space in between. On the outer edge, I'm going to just butt this up against. So, actually, maybe I will do that, the whole thing. I'll just butt the whole thing up against each other. That's a good idea. Okay, so then I'm going to do right here. Let's see, that would be a nice color. Why not? And I'm just going to butt that right up against the other one. That's nice. Alrighty. And then I'm going to do this one. And butt this one right up against here. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I'm done. So you can choose any kind of pattern that you want to do while you're doing this. All right, let's do this one. That's so pretty. All righty, let's do one of these ones. And you notice I'm laying this on there to see exactly how much glue to put on and where to put it. That makes it easier, and there's less waste of your glue and less mess to mess around with. Alrighty. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Let's do that. That's a nice wide one too. Nice. All right, how about a piece of this one? You can see this is part of a folder. There. And then I need one more for going this way. And that would actually fit if I just trim that off straight so I can use this piece. Why not? Let's do that. straight edge there, because we can put it right there. Perfect. Alrighty, and this one here, is there a little bit thinner one? I think this one's too thin. Yep. Oh, that's perfect. Haha. Alrighty. That's surprising. It usually doesn't add up that good. All right, I like that. That's pretty. All right, now this one's not going to be messy on the back, so I can just go ahead and use my trimmer for this. Yep. All right, so let's get these longest ones off first. There. Those can go back over with the blues. And those can go back over with the blues. And one left. There you go. So look at that one. Doesn't that look neat? So now we've got 3 different kinds of backgrounds, all monochromatic because they're all the same color. All right, so now I'm going to play with some white ones. And with the white ones, what I did was I pulled out one of each color, and I thought, all right, let's play with a different color. How about yellow? That would be a really nice contrast. So what I'm going to do, because with white and or black, it just looks really neat to do a contrasting color with it. So let's see. Let's just do stripes going across. Why not? That way you can see a very good contrast. And yes, you are just sitting there watching me glue paper to paper. But the idea is to try to get creative and to use up these paper strips, because there's so many paper strips, and the paper strips started from a big sheet. When you cut it down, it's still cardstock. So you can still remake another piece of cardstock background. I can see that color peeking out already. That just looks so pretty. Okay, I've got some skinnier ones. Let's do a couple real skinny ones too. Takes a little bit more patience to do these little skinny ones, but they work. And they look really neat when you're using them for something like this. Well, hi there, Butler. Did you come to be in the video? Okay. Move that back over. Alrighty, let's put this one down. My husband snuck up here a little bit ago too, so I think he may want to go to the store. I don't know if he wants me to go with him or not. That's something, as we're getting old, it's a day out, it's a date. It's a way to do something together. Get to go to the grocery store. And we do. I love to go to Costco in the afternoon to get a hot dog and pop for lunch, because it's only $1.50, unless they raise that price. We shall see when we get there. Sometimes they do raise the prices when the world is raising prices. So hopefully not for our $1.50 lunch. It's like I love to go to McDonald's and get their $1 pops too. In the summertime, the kids and I will do that. We'll go down there like pretty much every day just for something to do. So, and they enjoy it because they don't get soda that often. So, but when they come to Grandma's for the summer, then a lot of days when they're here, then we'll just to go for a ride. We'll go get a $1 pop and then we'll just go for a ride. And this year they're going to have even more fun because they each have their own phone now, so they don't have to keep taking turns with my phone to give us directions. They're so cute. Oh, here's a wider piece. Good idea. Looks like it's from a butter box, which is probably exactly where it came from. Either that or a dinner box. Really looking pretty. And imagine this with black on the yellow. It'll look like a bumblebee. But wouldn't that be nifty? I really do like doing monochromatic things though. For some reason my mind really likes the vibrant opposition, that contrast. It just amazes my mind. And it really seems to tickle my creativity. Alrighty, and I think we might fit one more on there. Woohoo! Definitely. Okay, very good. Nice. All right, so let's trim this off. And see, and that glue that was stuck to the pad is starting to come off because I didn't wipe it off between, but that's okay because it's just going to be a background anyways. Otherwise, I would have wiped it off or at least turned it over. All right, trim those white bits off, and look at that. Isn't that pretty? So, so pretty. All right, so put those whites over there with the, oops, here. We can put them right back in here with the other whites. Alrighty, so there you go. There is monochromatic for you. Let me move this out of the way with some orange, different colored shades of orange. And here's a solid shade of orange, orange on orange. And here's different shades of blue. And that's all you're seeing because I didn't let the background contrast be shown through. Here's a white with yellow. So there you go. Now these can be used in so many different ways. You can punch them, you can die cut them, you can run them through a folder. I do like to definitely run them through a folder. You can lay a negative on top of them. You can use them as is for a card front. You can cut them into strips and use them for borders for a card. You can cut a frame out of the center. You can cut them up and use them on your scrapbook pages. I like to, a lot of times, cut this in squares, in even squares, and then cut those squares in triangles. And then you can line up, imagine this, cut up in little triangles, going around a whole scrapbook page. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? That would be so, so pretty. And if you're trying to do a two-tone monochromatic, then this is perfect for it. I love these ideas. Alrighty, so there you go. That's how you make a monochromatic background using your strip papers. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.